Happy remainder of what was it? Tuesday? Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Tomorrow is hump day. Tomorrow is camel day. How's everybody doing? Welcome to. Oops, hold on. Let me fix something here. And fix that. Light's a little bit brighter than I want it to be. Let's see if we can bring down that hue. Maybe that'll do it. And still a little bit too dark. Good enough. Welcome to the Semi-Overnighter. The main difference between a Semi-Overnighter and a Midnight Express is usually we have a topic, and today's topic is pretty obvious. The delay of the Batman, a movie that I've been waiting for and really want, along with the next, Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, which it looks like who knows when the hell that's coming out. The Batman was a movie I enjoyed, and I wanted a sequel of it. I wanted a trilogy of this one, and I was anxiously awaiting. And today we got some pretty shitty news in regards to that goes. And people like, I've seen people like, oh, what's wrong with waiting? It took so and so. Listen, I don't give a flying fuck about other movies and how long it took them to get their sequels. That doesn't do me any good if I'm waiting for a movie. I waited 35 years for a Blade Runner sequel that I never thought I was going to get. I know I'm getting a sequel with this one. So, yeah, I mean, Brad should probably be here pretty soon. So until he does, let's go ahead and say hi to everybody. Hello, my favorite Aussie. Yes, tomorrow is big business, which means we should see the debut of Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné. That should be a pretty big jolt to the women's division. And Okada already appeared, and I know there's been a lot on the internet about how much he's making per year. I don't care. It's Okada. Tony, you did the right thing by paying him and getting him there. What's going on, Chappie? If you would like to donate to the mothership, keep things looking cool, keep mics sounding good, and lights and everything else. And like I said, just even the monthly programming alone with StreamYard, we use the deluxe version so that I can have Brad on here and we can do certain things and we don't have to have the irritating duck in the corner. And I can actually have him here as a co-host, and it allows me to be able to pay attention to you guys while he runs the chat. So anything helps. It's pinned to the top of the chat. There you go. Hi, my favorite serial killer. How you doing, Ruth? Brad should be here any moment now. He's probably taking his nap after his milk. So there you go. What's going on, Spider-Man? What's going on, Daniel? Oh, by the way, we are on 50,000 watch. At the beginning of this stream, we were 73 views away from 50,000, and we reached that really, really, really quick. So let me go ahead and because we may reach that during this stream. Who knows how long we're on? If not, it's definitely going to happen when we wake up tomorrow, and it'll be there, and I'll get the little notification. But I can also look right now, YouTube Studio, and it tells me, and where are we at here? Channel dashboard, blah, blah, analytics. We've gotten 10,793 views in the last 28 days alone. So we're averaging, we've got 45 new subscribers just in the last 28 days, which was the month of February. Average watch time in hours is 1.9 thousand, which is nearly 2,000, which is pretty good for my little shoebox channel. Let's see how long it gives us. So when we want to go to the Winnie the Pooh videos are doing really good. All right, so lifetime viewership, we have 49,927 views so far. I don't know how far backed up that is and how often it refreshes, but there we are. So we'll be on alert. Hello, Antonio Baker. What's going on? What's going on, Austin? Larry Kokoritz, what's up? How are you doing? We will be attending your movie needs next week. Also, we're going to, like I promised, we're going to be doing some stuff with the Patreon. By the way, if you would like to join the Patreon and support us that way, the link is also in the personal description or on the video description. Also, we have a Discord server if you want to join that. And that's been very active, like in the last hour and days. Sorry, I've not been present on it as much, but like I said, I'm caught up in a lot of stuff right now, so I will be. How are you doing, Droga? But yeah, we're going to be doing a special musical thing inside the Patreon, exclusive for patrons, where we can actually play the music. How you doing, William? Did you have some bubbly, or did he hire forth to write the description of the video? No. The description of the video is pretty standard. I mean, we'll get to that too. I was hoping I'm trying to hold out for Brad to see if he can get in here before we bring up the article. It's just that whenever news happens, the speculation and stupid rumor machine, comes about, and it just can't. We just can't have standard reasons for something happening. We just got to be a conspiracy, and then once the foil hats get on, then the nonsense starts. And to be honest with you, the damage starts because now we start coming up with bullshit instead of real facts, and it just. With the internet, it spreads like a bad venereal disease. So. Hello, Dork Knight. Did I see Dork Knight in there? Oh, there you go. How you doing? Come on, we cancel the bad. I don't think they should cancel the bad. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the Batman, and I think it's the Batman for me as a lifelong collector of comics and Batman comics. The Batman was the truest form of Batman that we have now. You might have some issues with Robert Pattinson's performance one or another, but his performance was just part of it. The atmosphere, the tone, the city, everything that was in that movie. It is the most accurate, in my opinion, the most accurate Batman movie out there right now. But everybody's different. Let's see, Joker. All right, everybody's saying hi to each other. How you doing, Azteca? Let's see what's going on. I still don't know what's going on with the TRA. You guys are going to have to fill me in. Oh, my God, it's Rhea. How are you doing, Rhea? Lagonian Harpy. Let's see. Yeah, smash the like button. Where are we at as far as our likes and subscribe? Oh, wow, we're at 27 watching right now. So, yeah, hit the like and subscribe button. We should have at least 27 likes, I think. We only got 11, but I know you guys will come through. All right. WB are notorious for movie delays. I'm surprised when they release. Well, yeah, and like I said, a lot, and I'm going to go into some of the reasons of why it was. I think it was delayed, but that's why, like I said, even Superman Legacy, even though they put up all these flashers in July 11, 2025, things happen when it comes to movie. Right now, as much as James Gunn and company want to get Superman. Oh, this Discord's going crazy during the show. As much as James Gunn, Peter Safran, and Warner Brothers want to get Superman out on July 11th, 2025, it's not necessarily up to them if there's an IATSE strike or any other strike. I mean, the only strike you would probably have right now would be IATSE. Now, if that happens, and that's going to change your date. There's other things that are non-strike related that could change the date of the film. Stuff happens, weather happens. Mechanical failures happen, injuries happen, heaven forbid, knock on wood, death happen. I mean, things happen to where it's dates change all the time when it comes to movies, So oh man, there's too much gray in my beard. I'm gonna have to get rid of all this. But but yeah, so even any movie that's like that long away, a year and a half away, and the Batman was already a year away anyway, but without a script, and a lot of that happened because a lot of these directors are really loyal to their crews and things like that, and they weren't going to move forward. So I think that the 2 strikes had a lot to do with it. But once again, we're on the cusp of another strike if IATSE doesn't reach a deal. So We're also getting Cape Crusader, Penguin, Joker, and in the meantime. Yeah, we're getting a lot of Batman. Less than 2 years. 2026. Yeah, October 2026. But yeah, when you hear 2026 and you're only sitting in 2024, it sounds like a lot of time wasted. Hold on for a second. Okay, fix that. So, all right. Fourth, how you doing? Hey, Anthony Grisby, long. Damn, do we have 3 Aussies in here right now? We legit have 3 Aussies. It's Batman, the Michael Jordan of comics. Fourth movie will hit that date. Like I said, you always got to worry about. Oops, hold on a second. You always got to worry about strikes. That once IATSE reaches a deal, then I can feel a little bit comfortable about these things that are a year away. Hold on. Sorry, having some technical issues. Brad must have took a Benadryl. He ain't here yet. Hold on, let me make sure. All right, he may be burnt out. Maybe we've all the scream talk finally took Brad off the playing field drawers. Damn you people! All right, let's go. All right, so what brand is my mic? It is. Hold on, because I can tell you that right now. I know I got 2 of them. One for the store streams, and the other one. And I threw the box away, but it's a USB condenser. I forgot the exact brand name. I got them both from Amazon now. I have 3 Aussies. If we reach our Aussie quota, we'll just have to kick out Droga. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're about it. We're not there yet. We're about 70, like I said, 73 away. I'm pretty sure that'll tabulate after this show because it tabulates these. I don't think it does it live, but yeah, I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen fairly soon. Like I say, it could probably, like I said, once the stream is over, what it'll probably do is it'll probably calculate everything, and that'll put us over. And then hopefully, how you doing, Bradley? Hopefully, we can celebrate it, while I'm on the air. But sorry, that was meant to be a comment. Okay, I'm going through the chat real quick because once we start talking, I don't want to go. I don't want to follow. No, I have not talked about the Scream series. Any thoughts about Nev Campbell returning in 7? I mean, that's a desperation because if you follow the Scream series, she's pretty much done. There's really no much. I don't think there's. I mean, you're bringing her back for name brand of the Scream series, but if you follow the story, and I won't spoil it for those of you who have not, who have not watched them all yet, in my opinion, her story was finished. I mean, I didn't really need to see her again. That's one of the reasons why it was kind of cool when they went the other direction. And when she wanted more money, it was like, I can appreciate someone wanting more money and wanting pay raise. Any employee would want a pay raise. That's American capitalism. But when you look at what the Scream movies pull in, they didn't really pull in enough to really give her one. I mean, the last Scream movie only made $168 million. So I mean, it's like, and the only reason they have that money left over to give her a raise is because everybody else either was fired or quit from the cast. So I don't know. I don't know how this one's going to turn out, but yeah. Not to mention, Matt Reeves has his own production company and he's writing 3 other films, so he's a very busy man. I'm sure he wants to take time to get Batman done right. Let him kick. Listen, no, fuck that. I'm the customer. I want my shit now, and I know I'm not alone. Push those other projects somewhere else. Give me my fucking Batman sequel. Um, you've had long enough. I'm of the opinion that the framework for all three of these movies should have been laid out. A little bit more for. I mean, obviously you still have to get scripts and everything done, but you knew you were doing a Batman. They knew. I mean, I knew before this Batman came out, they were talking about the launch of a new trilogy in the emails we got. So you knew you were doing a number 3. So there should have been some strike-proof planning on this one. So I'm not letting them cook. Listen, I don't care how good the food is. You don't have forever to cook it. Right? If I sit down into a restaurant, you need to cook a little bit faster than, if I start looking at my phone and looking at the time and everything else, your grip on me as a customer is going to start waning, So no, you ain't got you do not have forever to make this movie. That's just me. Shit, wasn't that one 2 hours and 45 minutes? Hey, Mighty Rex, what's going on? Let's see. There must be only one Aussie. Yeah, we got 3 now. Bedtime for bad. Yeah, man. I mean, the dude's pretty much a night owl. I'm really surprised he's not here, but oh well. Hey, everybody gets a night off, man. And he was gonna take a night off a couple of days ago, and he decided to come in. So I mean, all right, let's refresh the thing and see if we're at 50. We're at 50. Like I said, it's gonna probably happen right after this show because of the way YouTube updates the views. But we may get there. I even have a little emblem all ready to go. Little balloons. I should have like balloons. I'll save the balloons for 100,000. Let's see. Brad's first hangover. What? Oh, geez. 26 viewers. Yeah, hit the like button. The views help, but the likes and subscribes also help. So cool. Yeah. Where are we at as far as likes and subscribes before we get into before I bring up this article with this delay? We're at 12. So, and I'm pretty sure you guys will get us past the finish line. So let's see. How you doing, Vince? Finally remembered to charge my beats. There you go. Modern technology. The only thing I'm excited about for in Scream 7 is Kevin Williamson is directing and writing it, so I think he'll make a great film. Yeah, but to her question, I just don't know if Nev Campbell being in it is the big deal for me, because once again, without spoiling it, I thought her story and the associated story was you wring as much as you could out of that story. So that's just me though, but Scream fans. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you about Nev, but I love how her character evolved through every movie. So did I. And like I said, I just think she reached an eventual point to where it's like, okay, you're done. I mean, you're done. You've given me everything you can as a story. Sid is a franchise. Then the franchise needs to end. If Sydney's a franchise, then maybe it's time, because like I said, you can only tell so many stories. And I always say, keep these sequels going as long as there's a story to tell. Don't let anybody tell you that, oh, they can't make a sequel that'll ruin the first one and all this other nonsense that people spew out. No, if you still have story to tell, continue to tell your story in as many movies and shows as you need to. I just think this particular character has told her story, and her story is at a point right now where I don't think her seeing her again would help. But that's just me. Are you a fan of Hardcore Henry? I'm not very aware of Hardcore Henry. So apparently some of you guys are. That's how when the strike put a huge dent in the process, I'm sure. But yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing, though. Like I said, the strike pushed some things back, but for something that had that you wanted to be shooting for and all that, you like I said, you just got to have a better game plan when you start these things, so that when the strike is over, you can get rolling. And the strike's been over for quite a while. Now I understand that is, I truly believe that is the reason. But if that's the reason why, I mean, damn, dude. I mean, you guys are, you're the guy writing the script. So as your director had, I mean, I don't know if you could have cheated. I don't know. I just think that that's a little bit too long. But like when it comes 2026, Jesus, it seems like forever away. I guess I'll be there if I haven't lost interest. Guys like me, you don't have to worry about. My worry is always going to be the common fan, as Joe Average. The longer you give Joe Average, the further away you get from the thing that got him in, the less of the strength of the tie is to him. That's why I've always said it's going to be really, that James Gunn's DCU is going to have an uphill battle, because you've left the common fan to drift off further and further away, and then in places where there's a lot more noise and inconsistency. So I hope that's not the case for the Batman, because as great as a movie it was, it made $770 million. It wasn't like, it was universally loved. So you had your fans there. You really need to, and hopefully the Penguin TV show will keep them going. Maybe he's in the because that just wrapped. So we should get that. So, but yeah, 2026 after waiting this long already. Yeah. Okay. That's a bit, I hope they do. I like the year 2 Batman, and I never, ever want to see a Robin in Matt Reeves' Batman. I don't want to see a Robin anywhere, for the most part, but I damn sure don't want to see him in Matt Reeves' Batman. Honda, Windows Cat Calzones. Mine has to be a rival or Emperor. Oh, the rival Emperor Eseka. Nicolas Cage says National Treasure Street. Well, they've gone back and forth on that. It's probably coming down to money, how much he wants. But the tinfoil hat you mentioned will sit here and claim the strike had nothing to do with it. Yeah, we're gonna get to that, and it's like, the strike had, because when you think about it, I've heard some people that'll say, well, it's because, and here's. So why I banned the DCU and James Gunn as a topic for the most part, is because James Gunn and Satan and the Antichrist and everybody else that's running WBD, wants to give James Gunn's Batman, all the attention. That's more than likely bullshit. Because remember, when I told you about when they did it with Superman, and we don't want to, like I said, it's been a while since I've said this. I've been on the planet quite a while now. I hope to be on the planet quite a while longer. The 2 dumbest things possibly that I've ever heard are, they're going to be confused and they're going to compete with themselves. I'm sorry. A lot of you out there say it. A lot of you that I love and stream with say it. A lot of you who should know better say it. Those are the 2 dumbest things that an upright walking mammal should utter. I said it was stupid and it was a lame ass bullshit excuse for Superman. And I also said that it was never going to be an excuse that they were used for Batman, because Batman's a draw. And they're not using it here, in my opinion. Because it doesn't make it. They're not saying that it's not going to happen, and it's Matt Reeves that's basically holding it up, because he wants to do it his way and then within his time. And even in 2026, if the confusion bullshit was a reason, Brave and the Bold is right around the corner. So by pushing it further down that line, you actually push it more into the wheelhouse of James Gunn's Batman. And it's not going to matter then either. Like I said, we just had 2 giant lizards within a 4.5 month period, both named Godzilla, both put out movies, and nobody was dumb enough to get those confused, right? How come the Godzilla fans are smart enough to figure it out and not get confused by the same lizard and within a 4.5 month period, but us comic book movie fans are just dummies and need to be, we need to have a laser aimed at the wall so we know where to go. So I thought that was stupid. I saw those conspiracies today and I'm like, come on now, seriously. And granted, WBD and DC Studios didn't do themselves any favor by what the whole Lois and Clark uttering, because, like I said, it was stupid for it being a reason for Lois and Clark. It's absolutely moronic if you try to apply that to Batman. That's just leaving money on the table, and they're not going to do that. If Superman were Batman level draw, I don't even think you'd have a problem with that. But the fact that they did. But yeah, I saw those conspiracies, and then the rumors started, and everybody's like, they're going to cancel the Batman. They would have just canceled it already. I mean, they wouldn't be going into any type of pre-production, and they would have just gone ahead and canceled it. And even if they were to cancel it, it's not going to matter, because the people that are doing the canceling ain't going to be around long enough to have a lasting decision on it. The head of Warner Brothers Discovery is going to be gone long before that movie goes into production. Anyway, so it's not really a matter, so the conspiracy theories but no, it's because, in my opinion, and like I said, it could be proven wrong, Matt Reeves has a deliberate process that he involves a lot of people that were not available. And whenever you have a strike that went on as long as those did, you have people's schedules get shuffled. So whereas they might have been right down the pike to do your thing, things got rescheduled and compressed because of the strike. So now, whereas you were up, that time got eliminated, and that other thing maybe might even pay them more money. As far as your screenwriters, your gear, all your people that make that movie are all working on other movies. And when you had this strike last as long as it did, it just is this. It's kind of like the movie release schedule. Everything got compressed into a small amount of time. But when you're working on things like that, you have to schedule. You're talking about, in some cases, 6 months shoots at a time. So all it would take is one of these things to get pushed to the side for you to be uprooted by 6 months. And if you had several other projects, whether you be a director, screenplay person, the DP, any of those guys, then you're all working on multiple projects that are now a priority, because that's how you make your living. So I think a lot of it is going to have to do with that. I don't think it has anything to do with James Gunn's Batman Brave and the Bold, because they're going to, like I said, the logic that was applied to Batman should have been applied to Superman, because as successful as the Batman was, I love the Batman. Like I just said, I think it's the most accurate and the most true Batman story told. A lot of people passed on it. 770 million is not, 870 or a billion. It's good money. It's great money. But Batman gets you that 400 million right out of the gate. So there are plenty of people that to this day that are Batman fans that I know that didn't go see that movie for whatever reason. They wanted an Affleck Batman, or they didn't like Robert Pattinson, or they thought it was too dark and broody, whatever. So you are always going to have a market for Batman. You are always going to have a market for Batman. You can put Batman in multiple places anytime you want to. All of them are going to sell. The only thing that saturates a Batman market is bad Batman. As long as you were able to put out good Batman stories and good Batman movies and good Batman villains, people are going to show up for Batman. But like I said, you do have that gray area of people that are like, you know what, I don't like Robert Pattinson's Batman. You're going to have a good number of people that are not going to like James Gunn's Batman. Now, James Gunn's Batman will do, in my opinion, will do at least the minimum that a Batman movie does. How much more it makes on that is going to be how spectacular and how it connects with the audience. But I'm not going to not go see James Gunn's Batman because the Batman is out, and I'm not going to not go see the Batman Part 2 because that's just stupid. Why don't you take all my money instead of trying to play a guessing game of what I might or might like. So I think it's like the premise was stupid when applied to Superman. It's fucking absolutely catastrophically dumb when you try to apply it to your main moneymaker. So those conspiracy theories, I think, are just a little bit on the like I said, I wish I could play the X-File theme without getting copyright strikes, but there you go. No. I can take Ghostface, what he does. Art the Clown does some crazy shit. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't think that. Me personally, I don't think it's necessary. Let's see. Why am I linking forth? The fuck would I want to talk to him for? Hold on. Rational Skeptic. The Batman was a film under Hamada and Emmerich's regime that only happened because Affleck walked away from Batman 2. Is still happening, but I think Gunn will only wants to focus on. It's not up to Gunn. It's not that part of it. It's not up to Gunn. Gunn can want all he wants to. That decision is going to come from Warner Brothers Discovery, good or bad. That is not up to him. And I'm pretty sure that if it's ever not, if when it comes to the Batman, and now James Gunn and Matt Reeves will work on other stuff together. Like I heard they have a Batman project. But when it comes to this particular movie, Matt Reeves is particular about who he answers to. He's not answering to James Gunn. So the Batman is not under the DCU. There's because if you fuck around with Matt Reeves, he'll just walk. So Matt Reeves has his boss, and that's whoever is running Warner Brothers Discovery. The moment it's not, and there's another director, studio head or not involved in it, I think you won't see a Batman 2 or 3. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad Nev is back, but I'm more interested in Kevin getting a chance to direct an installment of the franchise. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I didn't think her character was already just done, I would be too. But like I said, I think her character is kind of done. What is this infatuation with getting forth on here? This is going to say some crazy shit, and I'm going to mute him. All right, I'm going to give forth the link, but if it turns into a Terrifier appreciation contest, I'm going to dump them. So leave me alone. Anthony Manzano, Roy, my understanding is too far ahead, but in your honest opinion, what comics do you think they're going to use as inspiration for the Batman Brave and Bold? It looks like they're going to be using Grant Morrison's run. So we'll start there. I mean, I guess there's a couple other ones you can use, but from what I can tell, when I can see, it looks like it's going to be that run. I think the last few films proved Sid can be there, but not part of the mainline events. I was invested in the core 4 and disappointed they won't be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, even as a bit character, I'm like, your story's done. But you know what? Like I said, you can always write a story around her. I'm just like, is that going to move the needle? I mean, as far as you're probably going to make the same amount of money, if not. Like, there's a lot of people that are turned off, by the way. Even if you get Nev Campbell back, there's just a lot of people that were turned off about how that all went down. So. Russell Gunn does know Batman. Yeah, he's that. When it comes to those movies, like the Batman, especially with a particular artist like Matt Reeves, who already had threatened to walk a bunch of times if his vision was messed with, that's going to be on them. So yeah. Oh, you're working on your Brad. I sent you a link in your Instagram. You're working on your Brad impression. Which one? Art is a supernatural abomination, and Ghostface is a metaphysical force that transcends host bodies through every movie. So Ghostface unkillable. I don't know about all that. I don't need to ever see those two fight though. Please. Oh my goodness. All right, so hit the like and subscribe button because we got like 30 people. We have like 40 some odd. If you look at my screen, I got like 40 some odd because a lot of you are watching through Twitter as well. Hey, so I have found the use for Twitter. All right, let's refresh the screen. Are we at 50,000? I think we already are, but it just doesn't show us yet. But like I said before, yeah, it's gonna tabulate these. So I'm pretty sure we're already at. But check out our pages, our our social media. I damn sure we'll be posting on it. Well, we could get some more info and details from Reeve. Who knows? I hope so. Yeah, like I said, I would like to hear from him why it got delayed. I mean, it is what it is, but I would like to have him come out and say it outright, because like I said, whenever you don't get things from the horse's mouth, in the absence of facts, people were filling those gaps with bullshit, and then that just that's no fun. Let's see. Buckle up for more overrated trash. Wow, what is he talking about? I missed it. Bring me. Oh, okay, no. How long was the strike? Was it what 6 months? I mean, and you have 45-day window. But like I said, I mean, these are people who they've been doing this a while. I don't know. I heard about that today. About the termination of the X-Men '97 writer just a week before it lands. I have no idea why that happened. They've removed him from everything, and they're being very tight-lipped about it, which is going to obviously cause more fucking rumors. But Cage basically called Disney's bluff to make the next National Treasure movie. Now, yeah, he is that franchise. So yeah, he's got a big chip there. William, more people forget it's some of these producers and directors that are also proud of the WGA. They couldn't write or fix their scripts for some of these movies. That's fine, but damn, we've been, how long has the strike been over? Come on, man. Let's see. Every nerd demand. Yeah. I'm one of those nerds that demands more. I need to hear who originated this voice that William impersonates every night. Oh no, it's just I call it the whining fan, or it's what happens to your voice when you just repeat other shit that other YouTubers and Twitter heads say. That's how what's happened to your voice. Daniel, the opportunity to see the rise of supervillains from the ashes of the mob is sitting right there. Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. LOL releasing either of them in the same year would just mean potentially more profit. Or they could stagger them. You could have 1 year. You could have because like I said, I don't know when we're getting Brave and Bold. If we're not getting a Batman, what will we? I mean, I don't know when he starts filming on that. Once again, Brave and the Bold is so far down the line. I don't even know if it's ever going to happen. You want to call me a conspiracy theorist? I will wear that foil hat. But it's not so much a conspiracy when we're literally in the wake of somebody else coming in and doing another thing. And I say it over and over night. People get tired of hearing about it. You guys discuss all these other things. Who's cast at this? What's delayed? And who's wearing an S? Or what's the S look like? And all that other stuff. Those are piddly shit in comparison to another merger and a new boss. You see things shake and rock and roll. And if you don't think it can happen, you're fucking kidding yourself, because it literally just happened. Right now, we're talking about it. So yeah, I don't even know when Babe and Bold is even slated to be out. Billy Out, I remember that song as a kid, man. He's still rocking that song. Batman on the CW live action, that was different than him on Max. Max is for grown-ups. William Pooh Bloody Honey lands in the UK for 2 days only in cinemas. Going to try to get some tickets today. Will you be going to watch it in cinema? Yes, we will be there, and we're going to actually be doing a special, kind of like we did for Dune. So we're going to be handing out prizes and posters. I'm going to try to get I've been trying to get it for a while, the Winnie the Pooh mask, the Blood and Honey mask. I have somebody there with me at the Galaxy Boulevard. Keep an eye on all our social media for that. Then I regret your bad feelings, because I am looking forward to that. Let's see. Despite exactly, I'm still confused about the Arkham series. They announced that GCPD, but then it changed the DCU Arkham Asylum. Now Catwoman series, and Catwoman is not happening. Yeah, that's how you get $8 stock. Let's see. Did you do a tip? Oh wow, thanks. Why doesn't it make the sound? Damn it! There you go. I mean, it doesn't. All right, so hopefully this works now. All right, I have to request a watch party for Hardcore Henry. It's an incredible display of action where the stuntmen are filming as much as the director. Also, it's a great story. It's like an epic video game, but not cheesy, just brutally awesome. At what point do we want to do this, though? Because we have your Denny movies we got to do, Larry. So I will put that on the list. Oh, look at this. The stuff decided to show up. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, everybody.
Wow. Ooh, you all right?
Yeah, I was. I didn't know I was going to come on stream today. I was in bed watching Turner Classic Movies, and they were playing The Raid.
Oh, this is not Brad. Obviously, we should have known because we didn't have Brad's visage on the thing. But I know who this is. You have to reach the high pitched voice that our Brad watches.
Me. It's definitely me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Pretty good.
You broke up there. I lost you there for a second, William.
Yeah, you're doing a good impression.
Anyways, so.
Good enough.
Oh, I don't know. Everyone wanted me to come on. I don't even know why they wanted me to come on. They wanted me to fill in.
That's what I'm saying. Well, did you have something particular that was going on? And I was like, bring forth one. I'm like, okay, what the fuck are we? He's here. Okay, now he's here. Fourth is here, you guys. Fourth Brad.
Your Brad.ai.
I don't know what the hell happened to him. Now he's probably just tired. I know the feeling.
I'll make sure he's all right.
Well, like I said, we're on a 3-hour time difference. If he sleep, he sleep. I don't want to fuck with him. I mean,
okay.
29 viewers. Sheesh. Yeah. Wow. Well, like I said, I got 40 on my end, Ray, but I can see I can see everything from. I can see Twitch. I can see YouTube. I can see Facebook. I can see. But we do have a lot of people watching right now for this time of night, especially with a lot of you being on the East Coast. So we're at 30 viewers. Let's see if we got our 50. I don't think it's going to happen right now, but I think it's already happened. But I would have to stop the stream it's not going to move at all because I've actually got new subscribers since the stream started. That's not reflecting on there. So there you go. I see Pooh Blood and Honey.
I will not be continuing as Brad. Okay. Yeah. So you really think the Batman was going to? It was originally slated for to come out when?
Dude, it was it was slated for 2024 originally, and then it kept getting pushed. And then because remember, it was supposed to start shooting like last October, and then we had all these issues.
I was expecting no less than 2026 for the Batman production was. Look how long Joker's taking. I know no two productions are usually the same, but I mean at least a year and a half, and then promotion, all that stuff. I would say like 2026 regular.
I thought the latest it should have been was 2025, and even they thought that, and then like I said, it got pushed. So it's like, you know what? Like I said, a geek like me will be there, but if this were like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, I could see it. I could see whenever it came back, it would be fine. But as we've ramped up these movies and we've subjected people to the frequency of these movies being released, and when they were released in the interims, it's a little bit different. Like Batman Begins came out in 2004, 2005, and then you didn't have, that was only 3 years. It was only 3 years for The Dark Knight. That came out in 2008. Now it was another 5 years in between, that and The Dark Knight Rises, which they could have just kept going with that one. But like I said, between 1 and 2, you generally 3 years is a long time. Now we're going to be doing 5. So, like I said, not the kind of news I felt like hearing, but at the same time, I mean, we do have other stuff that's coming out. Let's see.
Do you think
that's hilarious? Please no. Any chance Scream 7 space or to the hood? Oh no, like Leprechaun.
Oh yeah. I'm for it. I said no for the come on, you want to see Ghostface go to the hood and then go to space.
He pretty much is
I think
already
should
in the
start
hood.
planning the downfall for successful franchises intentionally.
Well, like I said, it didn't
What was
kill
the last one? It was New York,
Leprechaun.
but where specifically?
Oh, I forgot. I mean, if it would, they were. I mean, they were hot. They were around some pretty low end places, but the most true Batman story told. Let me get my history. But as far as cinematically goes, and as far as like what I value, what I value, whatever, value Batman to be. So let's say COVID hurt its money in China. That 45-day window, people stayed at home to watch it on Max. Like I said, that's not going away. That's not going away. The Max factor of it is not going away. Because like I said, when it comes down to laying down that money, and you have, if you have a family, if you're a bachelor, if it's just you and your buddies are like that, and everybody's paying for themselves, that's one thing. But when you're taking a family to a movie, and you not just this movie you got to think about. There's other movies that are on, especially during that time of year. You have streaming as an option, as a safety valve. If you can't afford to to go to all these movies, then that's and the windows, like I said, these studios are going to want the larger share of their money sooner than later. So let's see. Gooseface. Somebody misspelled Ghostface. Why is he still wants me to play this?
Azteca keeps telling me that he wants to show me what a real slasher movie looks like. This must be amazing because
let me see if I can find the original. All right, so hold on for a second. I'm looking right now. I'm multitasking. I mean, you should know by now I'm not good at that. So,
this time you get to put us at risk of getting it shut down.
Well, here's the thing. I need to be able to find it on the actual. Okay, it's Shudder, right? So here's Shudder's.
Oh, it's a Shudder movie.
Yeah.
All
right. Hopefully, we don't get shut down. This is IFC Shudder. All right, here we go. Is that it? Oh, there we go.
Is it?
Is that what you wanted to see? I guess so. Unless there's a different one that I didn't see.
Not this one, William. The one I sent you.
Uh-oh. What did you send it to me? Hold on. Azteca, did you send it to me on Instagram? Let me check. Because a lot of you guys got different names on Instagram. Or did you send it to me on Twitter? Hold on, let me find them.
You said Instagram.
Is it Instagram? Okay.
Yeah.
What's his name on Instagram?
Are you?
Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I got. I can't play that. The one you sent me, I can't play. That will get me. That will get me dinged. Not only that, we have a partnership with them, so I don't want to. The only one I can play is the one that's official. So if they have, so the one you sent me, I cannot play. Let me see if they have an official version of that, because there's leaks of that one that's on YouTube already. I'm looking at right now. I cannot play those.
Wait,
what's up?
Maybe while you play the trailer, I could do my Bane impression to kind of disrupt the audio.
Nah, I don't want to hear that either. So sorry. But yeah, when that trailer is an in-theater trailer, it's not an online trailer, and that will definitely get me dinged. So sorry, Tekka, but like I said, when I'll watch it, but I can't play it on the thing. So, did you know that millions are unsubscribing to Disney due to their price tag? Yeah, they'll come back though. Right now they're leaving, and there's nothing on there. Like if Baby Yoda was on there, and or some of the stuff that people like was on there, then it would be a lot harder for them to leave. But right now, there's nothing going on Disney Plus. All the good shows are on hiatus or whatever, so yeah, it's if you're gonna leave, there's time. But trust me, once they get their mainline things online, then I think people will come back. Just with any streaming service. That's going to be the goal of when it comes to streaming. It's you're going to have to commit to producing content. There's no way around it. You can bullshit and blow smoke up people's ass and tell them all that you're gonna prioritize the cinema as much as you want to. You guys are all too fucking greedy for me to ever believe that. You want that stable income. You want that monthly income. You want that mass money, and you're gonna need to do what it takes to get that. So. But yeah, right now that's all these streamers. All these streamers, except for Netflix, are bereft of content because it takes time to get to where Netflix is. Netflix started this a long time ago. Everybody's trying to catch up to their model. But like I said, I mean, Netflix was revolutionizing the game before the other people even knew there was a game going on. So it's going to take them. It's going to take them a while. But yeah, you're going to have people, in all these streamers, whether it be Max or anything else, and as licenses expire and they, some of the stuff that you love on this streaming service goes to another streaming service, they're going to have to deal with that. But eventually they will level out to the point where there's enough on these streaming channels to keep the people from churning.
They scale back all their releases. I don't know if they said that they had any kind of plans for that, or they just have nothing right now.
Well, they don't have anything right now, and plus you have Iger prioritizing things and basically, taking a good look, deep dive into this product, after 2 years of Chapek. So he's, let's see. I'm just looking at here. Wonder what happened to Brad. Oh, yeah, he's probably knocked out because he had allergies and shit. So. I want Trunks. I don't, but it's not gonna hurt me. William, would you say All-Star Superman and Superman for All Seasons would be a game-changing storyline for Superman that you can do for one of your comic breakdowns? Yeah. We could definitely do those. Iraq. Welcome. Should Matt Reeves as much villains as the first?
Oh, so where do you stand on for the Batman? I remember I was going to ask you this because for the longest time, people were like, it's got to have realistic villains. It's got to take place in the real world. And now I hear other channels, including Junkie now, and his gang nominating Clayface, Mr. Freeze, and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, and I was on that show. I agree with both of those. as long as they do it in a way that is consistent with the tone he has already set. So if you do Clayface, we can't have the big glob of Clayface. You do the Clayface that uses practical makeup. And like I said, and if you remember, like as we were talking about this before with Dexter season 1, the Ice Truck Killer, you could have a Mr. Freeze doing things like that, not wearing a big bowl over his head type of thing, but you could have him in a cryo suit. You could have him strapping people to chairs and freezing their whole apartment, or there's a lot of ways you can do it and have it practical. I think it's extremely important that whatever way he does these, and this is the appeal for me to his universe, is that they are people that you could run into in your own streets. The fantastical things are good for other settings. I think his setting is best when it's kept that way.
So a more agnostic take on the superhero or villains, kind of.
Yeah. In name only, and then like I said, use practical. Like I say, whoever the Mr. Freeze is a guy with enough knowledge to do that should be able to do it in real life. Just like the Zodiac serial killer was a real life character that you could relate to in our culture of serial killers, and that's why I think the Riddler works.
Spider-Man says that he thinks that the Batman was already fantastical. So I don't know.
Not as well. Okay, the difference between what you would see in the Batman would be a Clayface that uses modern makeup and digital effects and stuff like that. A fantastical Clayface would literally be the T-1000 looking one that can change the shape. That's the difference between the Riddler. If the Riddler were fantastical, you would have the crazy bow tie and the hook cane and all the other crazy shit that Riddler has, but he didn't. He had a mask, he had duct tape, he killed people in normal ways and still told his riddles. So it all depends.
All right, I think it could work. As realistic as the tone of the universe seems, is the shock when something as fantastical as like a Clayface or a supernatural whatever shows up. I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't know if it'll fit, but I would have to see it in order to pass judgment on it. But given the tone, everything that made that movie work, I just think they should continue that. But that's just me. It's a personal preference. But like I said, I really enjoyed the Batman. Where's Brad? What's up with you? Hi, I'm doing okay. I think Ruth, one of our members, came to America, found Brad, and I think Brad is in a trunk somewhere, being driven around the country.
What are you talking about? This is Brad.
That's even worse than his, actually.
All right.
I'm trying to make it bad on purpose.
Well, I think he is too, and I actually think that Hardy was trying to make it bad as well. So, because like I said, that movie is so annoying on so many levels. That was such a looks like an A24 film. Yeah, it does.
Is an A24 film a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, no, it's a good thing. It's just that they have different production values. They're starting to get a signature to where I can be like, that's an A24 movie. It's the same thing with Blumhouse. You start looking at it, you're like, yeah, that's one of theirs. And a lot of times, even if I'm off, am I guessing? It's the person who did it was influenced by him. And now Blumhouse and A24 are starting getting to the level where they're influencing other studios, which is kind of cool.
What's going on with the boy Blum? This imaginary movie is getting slaughtered, and people are starting to talk about Jason Blum needs to start putting in some budget now.
He's got to be careful. He needs to grow at his own pace. He's got the Universal money behind him a little bit, but I think he's very, he's very smart in how he spends his money and what he gets out of it. So I don't know if he should give into that right now. When the opportunity is there, go ahead and spend what you need to. But he's got a way of doing things that's really, really worked. He's one of the most successful filmmakers out there right now. And in a universe where, a lot of these studios, big studios with resources, are losing money because they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. If he feels the need, I'd like the same thing with James Gunn. I don't need you to automatically make a $200 million movie, but if you need it to be $200 million because that's what your story dictates, then you do it. But if you can get away, if your story says I can get away with $90 million, then do that. And I think the same thing should apply to Jason Blum.
Well,
all right.
Sorry, but we got a Bane in the chat.
Oh, fuck.
Is this one of your rogues? I like to troll you or what?
Well, if you're doing Bane, you're trolling me anyway, no matter who the fuck you are. There is news here in Australia that the Aussie billionaire Clive Partner is building a Titanic 2 ship. Okay, the first one did not work out. No, he brought this up before. No, Reeves did it better, in my opinion. Reeves did the grounding a lot better than what Nolan did.
I gotta see what he does with the arc of his character. This is kind of like I guess you kind of say that movie acts like Batman is born at the end of it. So we got to see what he does as his true Batman in true form, where he goes with that. I thought Nolan did a really good job, and I'll even throw in Rises. But yeah,
I would like to throw Rises somewhere, but not there.
Rises is not that bad.
It's very disappointing. It's more disappointing than it is bad. I will say I love the Batman, but I cannot stand Paul Dano and Barry's Joker. I can't stand. I love him, but I only got to see 2 seconds of what's his face's Joker. So, he's kind of scary. That whole looking like the Mason Berger face from Hannibal. It looked like he ate his own face. Yeah, that shit was that was creepy. But I'm ready for it. Let's see. For the people, Bane. Wow, damn, Aaron, what are you trying to do to me?
Yeah, so I didn't give you my real Bane accent. I think I can beat Brad.
No, we don't need to beat. We don't need no Bane. Speaking of A24, that Love Lies Bleeding film looks pretty damn good. Gonna see it this week with Austin. Yeah, I've heard a couple of people that we're gonna go ahead and do that.
That comes out this week. I want to watch that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Ghostbusters comes. I got to give away tickets for Ghostbusters.
That's around the corner. I don't know any of these release dates.
Yeah, William Reeves is most certainly not more grounded than
Noble.
Noble? You mean Nolan? I what you mean. No, I think he. I think he carries it off better because here's why, and I think we've had this conversation before. Is when you depending on what you mean by grounded. When I think of grounded, I mean not only could something like this realistically happen to you, because obviously Nolan got that covered. There's no problem there. When I think of grounded, is not only making it appear that these things and these people could be in your world, but making that world speak to you. The city of Gotham speaks to me in the Batman in ways that it does not by any measure in any of Nolan's films. Every aspect of the realism in the Batman speaks to you on a level. The corruption of the police officers, the atmosphere, the crime scenes speak to you on a level where they're very real, but they're very vivid. And I just believe that Reeves did it better. But it's all film is subjective. So
I'll definitely agree. He had the tone down, and the atmosphere and stuff. I like that about it.
Yeah, and you know what? Listen, even Nolan admitted, his films are not for every. You either get his films or not. And whereas I don't get most of his films, I don't make that connection. I applaud him for being consistent and sticking with his shit. Not everybody is going to be for your movie, and there's going to be people who are that see Matt Reeves movies and they're going to be like, that's not for me. But that doesn't. They both keep consistent to their style. I'm not like I said, not the biggest Nolan fan. His last 2 of his movies I think were brilliant. I think Dunkirk is a brilliant movie, and obviously Oppenheimer was. But that's it for me when it comes to Nolan films. I mean, I like The Dark Knight, but if you take Heath Ledger's Joker out there, I will never watch that movie again. And when I watch The Dark Knight, I'm watching Heath Ledger. I actually have a little video thing to where I just watch his scenes. I don't care about the rest of that movie. I don't care about the people in that movie. And you got a lot of Academy Award winners in that movie. And like I said, once Heath Ledger hit that screen, that's all I wanted to see, and that's what drove the movie. And that's what drove people back to the movie. And I saw that movie multiple times, and like I said, everybody was going. Didn't people started dressing up as a Joker before it was even cosplay time? So, William, you aren't describing anything that shows Reeves is more grounded and more accurate. No. Once again, we have a different perception of grounded. That's all. But I stand by that.
I'd have to side on that. I feel like Nolan's is shot more grounded, more like in our reality, outside of his Batman Begins, because that was kind of shot stylized, the whole gas lab district type thing. But nothing in Nolan's movies is shot fantastically.
Yeah, my friend hates Reeves and calls him a TV director. He's definitely definitely a film director. I'm talking about the animations, not Nolan. Okay. Call of Dark Knight. Oh, Call of Dark. Yeah, we watched that this weekend. Bro, Rev. Giacchino's Batman theme just sounds like the Imperial March. He's over. No, he's not. What? I mean, you realize the Imperial March is a copy from just about every Imperial army that's ever happened. I mean, even that's been admitted. I can't wait for the Penguin. He was the best part. He was a very good part. For me, like I said, the best part of Batman, the Batman wasn't any particular actor. It was just everything. How everything works in the movie. How everything works in the movie. The tone, the pace, everything works in the movie. There's no one particular person that I thought was the MVP of the movie. Obviously, Robert Pattinson is a star, but like I said, he's not even the best Batman I've ever seen. But he's in the best Batman movie that I've seen. So that's like I said. That's not to bend your minds, guys. It's just an opinion.
I'm not sure. I think I'm not sure if it's too far down, but Anthony Manzano's got one.
Hold on, let me grab it. I'm checking on it.
Fourth and William question.
Here you go.
Let me know if that skips over everybody. I'm sorry.
I can go back up. Fourth and William question: do you think these comic books for Superman are enough of a game-changing storyline? For you to do a breakdown. Yeah, no, you answered that. Yeah, yes, we will definitely do that. We will definitely do All-Star and Superman for all seasons, and we'll do. We're gonna do Grant Morrison's run as we get closer to those too, and we're also gonna. What we really need to do is Wonder Woman Dead Earth. That's one of my favorite Wonder Woman stories.
So let me ask this. Sorry, when Snyder's version of Wonder Woman was going to be a decapitator. Was she depicted that way before the Comics Authority took over, or is that something that's just kind of elseworldsy?
That is something that developed later on. When she was first depicted, she's violent. She's beating up guys and Nazis in World War II. So she would hit guys with superhuman strength, and like I said, they weren't getting back up. But yeah, as far as the decapitated one, as the late 80s, early 90s, they started telling stories more from an Amazonian battle type of point of view than just the red, white, and blue type of deal. So I'd have to look at that one because I know I was bringing that up when I brought up Dead Earth to somebody. I mean, Batman is a grounded character other than the borderline superhuman moments. Yeah. Let's see. It grew on me, and there's one where it's a guy doing it on the guitar, and he's playing every instrument. He's doing the drums, he's doing the guitar, he's doing the bass, it's done guitar. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that because I know it was on YouTube, and it was really cool. And I'll put it in the chat for you guys since I can't play it.
I can agree that the Batman Giacchino theme sounds like the Imperial March, but I do think it sounds pretty cool though. And I think it works that it sounds like that it's stripped down. You ever see the making of the X-Men First Class where they're talking about the music? At first it was all whimsical for I think it's Magneto's theme, but it was, or I think it was the overall theme music, but it was like very whimsical. And then the director asked the composer to strip it down to the point where the composer didn't like it anymore. And the director was like, "No, this is perfect. Just dun 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 dun." That simplicity just worked for the Batman.
Yeah, I agree on both notes. Let me find this because this is really cool. I mean, he masters this shit. Because there's a lot of people that have done it with piano and everything else. I'm trying to find this guy who did this, and he's like a one-man band, and he's doing it. But let me find that. So wish Brad was here because I could have Brad bringing up. And it's a straight up.
William, I can bring it back anytime if you want. I mean,
No.
say the word. No.
The real, like I said,
I don't want
only
to screen rant, but I could.
Oh, here it is. This is awesome. It's by a guy who named Utopian Dream is who he calls. I'm putting it in the chat right now. Give this a shot, even if you don't like the theme. I think you guys will enjoy this. And the '80s rock and roll fan like me, when he starts going on the riffs, oh my goodness, I could listen to this forever. Let's see. We've been going on about an hour and 14 minutes. All right. Azteca, the city of Gotham, the villains and the supporting cast was really good in the Batman. Need to see how Pattinson and Batman evolve. Yeah, because remember, he's year 2 Batman, so he has to get a lot better. He has to get a lot better, because like I said, with the Batman that we see is still making mistakes. He's still not polished. He's still evolving into what he would, what we will know him to be, at least. Ra's al Ghul, Mike Levy, President Brave, and the bold supernatural elements will be in the film. Yeah, and in James Gunn's world, and even in Zach's world, that's fine. I mean, you do with your what is this? Hold on, it's coming up on my screen. Okay, that's why that was so screwed up. You do what your atmosphere dictates, and if you create an atmosphere, all I say is be consistent to the atmosphere you started me on. That's all. And I think if James Gunn starts out on that, I really want to see a proper Ra's al Ghul, because, like I said, I think I don't think we've seen one yet.
In that Court of Owls animation, does the original Court of Owls story consist of that character, that owl Batman looking character, or
what's his name again? What's his name? Oh shit. Yeah, because he's the head. He's not the head, but he's the public, or as public as they are.
Honestly, because I caught a bit of that. I don't remember it too well, but I would really hope that Matt Reeves focuses on Court of Owls.
Court of Owls is one of the later things that came out of the whole, 52 Rebirth, all that stuff. And Scott Snyder and Capullo created those characters. I thought that those characters were consistent with what the world of the Batman has shown us.
Yeah, if you could give us some sort of like Illuminati-esque kind of creepy pseudo horror with some, a great action folly character that Batman can fight to kind of replace what we didn't get from what we were robbed of. Not gonna go into that. Going up against this guy Talon.
Talon.
I think that would be a great send off. And you know what? If the budget can handle it, just shoot it back to back. Do Court of Owls Part 1 and Part 2.
You're a hard guy to please, Spidey. Didn't we review? No, we didn't review this one yet. I don't think you can do an animation, be honest with you, that covers that like that anyway. I thought it was good enough, but there's a lot. The Court of Owls is so much more layered. I don't think you can properly do. I think you can probably cover it in a movie better.
I say finish Battinson's carry out with the Part 1, Part 2 Court of Owls. Just imprint the Court of Owls into the public's brain. Don't just do it as a one-off.
Yeah, the Court of Owls I thought should be in the next 2 movies. And they should be moving. DC animated universe movies get worse with each one after war. Oh, Apocalypse War. Yeah, I'm thinking so. And like I said, I don't think you can accurately depict them in a card. I think they did okay. I don't think it was horrible. Let's see. All right, let's see if our buddy Brad is still on. All right, let's see. We're checking on our YouTube, our 50,000 notch. Where are we at?
How are we doing on the people in the chat? What's the count?
The overall count on of people, and I'll give you both counts. The overall count of people right now is 35 watching us. We added up to 49, And then in YouTube exclusively is 23, which for 1 a.m. in the morning, was it 4 o'clock in the mornings on the East Coasters? So and a lot of our watchers come from the East Coast. So some of our they come from all over the place. No, DC Animation is the new 52 version adaptation. Are you talking about the Court of Owls or this DC Animated in the universe in general? Spidey. Let's see. After JL War, the first one, then it's all downhill. I don't watch a lot of it anyway, in general, so I'm going to go on your word. But I did see I see some of it's pretty good. But the direct adaptations, like the Killing Joke was closer than I ever thought they would do for animation. Obviously, they added some shit to it that obviously a sex scene that I didn't think they needed to. Where are we at with our fundraiser? We didn't raise as much money as I wanted to over the weekend.
Do we cover Larry's tippage?
Yeah, we got him. He brought up. We're still at 8,250 for our thing. Yeah, Larry wanted to. He wants us to do Hardcore Harry. So I read that one out there. Can't wait for GXK. It's going to have some great. It looks like a lot of just straight up monster fights. I mean, you got a lot of them in there. You got a lot of giant apes in there. You got you got Shimu, which is a very powerful kaiju. I mean, you have Godzilla. You have Scar. It looks like a wrestling pay-per-view. The humans are there, but it looks like they're just there to get stepped on this time around. So I'm happy about that. I'm looking forward to I like the legendary. I think each one they get better. Like I said, some of like Godzilla, 2014, a little bit too much human action in there, but they've balanced it out as these movies. I loved Kong versus Godzilla. So
I'll end up watching it.
Yeah, not like I said, we'll probably be promoting it. Not as big as the other promotions are, but we'll be doing it.
But I'll watch it for the Sci-Fi Channel so that it can be a part of the wonderful conversations that we have here.
Cool. So you want to do Hardcore Henry after the villain was good because, like I said, I don't want to have to cleanse my head of some of these crazy movies that are out there. So all right. So right now we are at 1 hour and 20 minutes. We'll go for about 10 more minutes. And like I said, Channel Analytics still has us at 4,927. But once again, I'm pretty sure that with the views that we're on right now, we have passed 50,000. But it won't be official until the actual you stop streaming live. That's when it takes everybody into account. All right. Definitely enjoying the commentary for everybody to watch. Cool. NBR afterwards. What's NBR? It's late, Spidey. You can't hit me with these acronyms. My brain doesn't work that fast. Yeah.
I'm trying to guess what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, Brad. Something.
Metal Stream. Oh, he's talking about the stream that Larry and them go through. Tell someone to hit a really good one. Nuclear Blast Records. That's right. He does it right after PBR. No, it's a beer. All right. So yeah, we're at 8,250. Where are we at in our likes and subscribes? We are currently at 16. Let's refresh that. See if we can get up in at least 20 before we get out of here. I'm gonna start to have to bribe people for their likes. You have to add sessions to the show or add silly shit to the show. So if you get us up to 20 before I go to bed.
You got that Wonder Woman costume hanging around somewhere.
Nah, that's gonna take money. That's gonna take money, and that's gonna take thousands of money. Yeah, there. Oops, hold on. Yeah, there are people in that Discord right now. So if you guys are in the Discord, let me hit the Discord for you. It's in the description.
Please.
I hate the arguing thing. Of course,
How about for every Bane impression we get another like?
No, I'd rather have dislikes over than that. Yeah, we're at 8,250. Is that a rooster?
That's my stupid cat.
If I say that rooster's, what the hell is it crowing right now? It's 1 o'clock in the morning, man. All right, so yeah, have fun with the Discord. I can hear it going off. I can hear it going off during this stream.
I'll throw him in the room.
Rooster. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much the Batman conversation. I think it's it's kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's not like we won't have good movies coming out in between there. I like the story enough to where I want to see it a lot sooner than later. But no, Sci-Fi said we don't have a kitty. I don't know. I hope we don't. If we got in by its own. There's one that hangs around the plaza, but I don't claim it. Let's see. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me.
All right.
Starting to get hungry, so you know what that means.
I hope I prove worthy as your Brad supplement. Here's replacement.
Well, you got to get an avatar next, so you can be showing up with those Facebook people I knew that would never get the face, that they would get a picture of the avatar. It's just or the MySpace people back in the day that just used Tom. Remember those guys?
Just using, yeah.
Yeah, just sit there like this all the time. And, that guy was actually a real guy.
If that's the end of the show, then I'm just gonna climb back in bed and just
all right, man.
And I guess I'll see you later, everybody.
All right, you got a cough too. No, I'm just kidding. All right, see you later. All right, so for everybody else, we got 40 people watching across all of our platforms, which is pretty cool. Please like, subscribe, share, bring everybody into our little religion conversation. In the meantime, while you're doing that, I'll leave here with something special for somebody who may be struggling. 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, 24/7 call, text, chat. Even if you're doing good, just make sure the people around you are. You never know. You just never know, and sometimes you never know until it's too late. Okie dokie. I'm used to asking where people can find Brad, but he ain't here tonight, so who knows where the hell he is. But hopefully he's getting some rest, getting his allergies and stuff taken care of. But that's it for me, guys. I will update you on the chase for 50,000, but I think we're going to get it as soon as I hit this end button. And once we do, I will post about it, and I will enter the tomorrow night's show and let you know exactly where we are. Until then, take care of each other, and I'll see you tomorrow.